Hi, my name's Simon. I'm a trustee for the South Kilburn Trust, and I'm standing here in front of the Granville Centre. And there are great things that are about to happen here. We're about to build new community space and a new enterprise hub for South Kilburn. This allows for genuine new space that can be used by the community, but more importantly, it has an enterprise element that allows the entrepreneurs of South Kilburn a first crack at getting some space in order to sort of build their businesses. Because there's amazing talent here. We've seen it in the South Kilburn studios, and what we're going to take this is to the next level.
So the South Kilburn Trust has been running the South Kilburn studios, and we've been running a number of services from where we're currently based. And what we want to do is create, they're both in temporary spaces, so we want to create a long-term, permanent base in South Kilburn for local businesses, local organisations, for residents, for ourselves. We're going to do that through the Granville, and the opportunity came along with Brent Council to turn the Granville into this community and enterprise hub, and to get some funding from the Mayor of London to refurbish the Granville. And so that's our priority at the moment, is to turn the Granville into a community and enterprise hub for local residents, local businesses, local organisations.
My name is Deanne Isaac, and I'm the Hub Manager for South Kilburn Trust, and I'm responsible for the refurbishment works, been involved in the refurbishment works of the various phases at the Granville, and I'm responsible for ensuring that we have a seamless transfer of our studio tenants from the studio to the Granville and get some new people on board.
I'm Tony, I work at RTK. I'm the architect for this project at the Granville, working with the South Kilburn Trust and the South Kilburn Studios. And it's my job to try and empower all these people and bring all their dreams and hopes and sort of put them together and actually realise that in a project, and sort of take a process of delivery and building and funding from the GLA and negotiating Brent Council and negotiating planning and trying to distill that to a place where I can actually just communicate with the community and bring their needs together in a building that hopefully is going to work for them.
I started Radioactive in 2005, and first of all, I realised that I discovered the power of community radio in other parts of the world, and having a background in sound and DJing and audio equipment, I decided to start a company that would help people start their own community radio stations. And I've been doing that since then, and then I moved into South Kilburn Studios in 2012. And we decided to start K2K Radio as a community radio project here in South Kilburn, based at South Kilburn Studios back in 2012.
It's kind of like off the back of the 2012 Olympics, London Olympics, and a part of that whole Olympic legacy. Been in basketball for many years before that, from a player to a coach to an organizer, starting a basketball club, and then merged it over to another organization who kind of changed the dynamics of that club. But they made it sustainable, so that was good. So off of the back of that, I said, all right, I still like the community aspect of it, the linking in all these different parts to the sport, not just about having teams on holiday activities, want to get people qualified and just build the infrastructure. So with the 2012 Olympics, that merge happening, it kind of was just timing. You know, it's like, hold on, we could do something here. and the name was available, London Basketball Association. So I just had some thorough conversations with myself and made a decision to start the organisation.
South Kilburn Trust have been running the South Kilburn Studios for a few years and subsidising the rent there. In return for doing workshops and taking on trainees and doing other types of give back, we get low rent or no rent charged on space at South Kilburn Studios. So that's been a great help from both my business and the radio station, as we're both based there. And I've made lots of connections at South Kilburn Studios and made a lot of use of the space there as well.
So South Kilburn Trust has helped London Basketball Association by really, we was at a time where we was looking for office space. You know, when we first started, I was in my kitchen, and that wasn't really helpful, to be frank. Then we had some other offices which were great. You know, we was in Oxford Street, which was crazy for our first office. Then we moved to King's Cross because that one had finished, and then King's Cross just finished, and it was like, okay, where are we going? You know, and then it was just really unique timing. Where we came across South Kilburn Trust. My mom was just walking by, said, "Tony, I think I might have found a spot for you." And we started to speak about it, and next thing you know, we're based in South Kilburn Studios.
Well, we don't know yet for sure, but I'm excited about the prospect of moving to a new space and connecting with lots of new organisations and businesses and people here. I'm hoping that more people from South Kilburn are going to come and use the Granville. Some came to South Kilburn Studios, but I think there's a lot more people in South Kilburn that could benefit from connecting with businesses and organisations here, and I hope that the Granville provides that space for them to do so.
So moving to the Granville, it's going to give us a base, you know, a headquarters, which is essential for what we do right now. It's a model that we've become used to. And we know how to utilize an office space in order to really serve our members to the best way possible. You know, it gives us that foundation, that grounding, that solid foundation you can build high and far.
At the Granville, I imagine it. I'm hoping. My vision is of a space that will be vibrant, lots of people doing stuff, people coming, using the cafe, connecting, working together, collaborating. The radio station being a space where people can get involved, come and learn new skills, promote what they're doing, and also a place where you could record music or come and promote your music. And with Radioactive, well, one of the things we do is community radio projects and music projects, working with different groups of people. So I'm hoping that at the Granville, people will get to know about what we can do and we'll be able to work together.
The future at the Granville, it's interesting because there's this whole new era coming. Don't know what to expect. Had a lot of talks. It's been coming for a long time. So really looking forward to getting in, settling in, and understanding what it actually is going to be. I've got a lot of faith in the trust, you know, because I've been with them for so many years. They've done a lot of good things for us, and we're in their hands right now as we migrate over. So I've got a positive outlook and hoping to really expand and grow, you know, and they're going to be a pivotal piece of that plan.
Having just looked around there, I think it's really inspiring. I think it's going to be a great community space. It's actually completely bang in the heart of the community as well in South Kilburn, and I'm really hoping it'll be a huge success. I don't think there is any equivalent to this in Brent. I certainly understand the concept from other areas without a doubt, but there is nothing, I don't think, in Brent currently that is of this scale and nature in terms of a really genuine community facility. We're doing something not dissimilar within Wembley Park as well in terms of artists and creative studios, but it's not quite as community oriented as perhaps this is.
Moving to the Granville will help our business because it's moving us from one stage straight to the next. So we're not only just coming as South Kilburn tenants, but we're actually coming to run the cafe. So we're going to have a Saucy Soca cafe. So it's literally catapulted our business from just making sauce to actually making food, providing coffee and all sweet treats for the community. So we just really want to get not just the South Kilburn tenants involved, but the whole community, bringing everyone together. This is the beginning of our future. We hope that we will provide great food, great coffee and everything else that goes in the cafe, but we'll also become a household name for Kilburn, South Kilburn, and then we'll have lots of people coming to the cafe from all over, even if it's just to experience the food or the vibe.
Community events,
spreading
like
that Caribbean love.
Mother and baby mornings, such stuff, providing stuff for the for old age pensioners, so they can come in, get cheap coffee, and have somewhere they can communicate and just chill out for a little bit.
Well, our overall vision is to create permanent physical legacy in South Kilburn for local residents, organisations and businesses in the form of this community and enterprise hub. So for the next 5 years that will be in Granville, and then hopefully that will then turn into something more permanent.
So obviously the council's got a commitment to this for 5 years. We need to hurry up and make a decision about what the general future is. Having been today, I've certainly formed an opinion, and my opinion is that this is a brilliant facility. It would be great if the council were able to retain it. If we cannot retain it exactly as it is, then actually the usage that is provided here must be retained in the future in whatever happens on this site. But personally, I think the building's really lovely and it's got real character, and I think we should take account of that.
When you have a more intimate space, which this was, people have a chance to actually rub shoulders and not even feel bad about it. They actually get together and they feel that love. Especially if you have a look at the tree of love, the tree of life. That we have up here with messages on it. Positive messages, absolutely wicked. You can't beat it. You feel the energy from the people who are actually here. And South Kilburnites as well as other people who came from the outside.